This Future Made in Australia shit is, if you read it, it may read something like, you must be, or the industry or the company you're with must be net zero or contributing to net zero. How's that going to look? What's that going to look like in 20 years if it actually happens? Are you just going to have a whole nation of state-owned enterprises building what? And you can talk batteries all you want, but those batteries have to be charged. And just on this, if all these so-called renewables like solar panels and like ancient technology like wind farms, windmills, because windmills have been around for many years, if they're so good, besides government subsidies, Australian governments, state and federal, they may mandate energy retailers that they must use or they must purchase a certain percent of their overall sourced energy from wind farms or solar or whatever. Australia's got over 1,200 years estimated of coal. We've got some of the best coal in the world. The calorific value, which is the energy value of when you burn something like natural gas or coal, is high in Australia. And now in Australia, well, Australia can build clean coal. Australia can build high efficiency coal-fired power stations. That is, and the lefties hate this because you basically take away the argument they give you. CO2, you can't raise CO2. Also, I didn't hear 0.04% mentioned once, which is the CO2 in the atmosphere around that, which is teeny. It's incredible. I think school kids in 50 or 100 years will study how bizarre and ridiculous this era was, that everyone was sold on this. People ask, how could people get sucked in and sold on Mr. H in Germany in the 30s? Well, look at climate change. Look at net zero in the Western world now. Look at DEI. A high efficiency coal-fired power station, and they have them in China, they're building them in China, that they can strip out most of the nasties, most of the nitrous oxides, most of the sulfur, not 100% of the dust, but a very high percentage, and they're getting better. They may not be cheap, but they can deliver good, stable baseload power from the vast reserves that Australia has of coal, good coal. Why isn't Australia building these? And carbon capture and storage, I've already made a video on that. That's another thing that sort of torpedoes everything the lefties come up with about CO2. Fine. You're all worried about CO2? We'll strip it out and re-inject it back into the formations where wells have been depleted. It was stuck down there under the dome for millions and millions of years. So why wouldn't it do it again? It's, yes, just like fracking, they'll pick out a few projects and say, oh, but look at this. But thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Like and subscribe and all that sort of stuff. And I'll keep rambling on the next one.